Hello everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. For the first time on the history of this channel, we're gonna do a vlog. No, it's not a vlog. How do you say it? A story time. A story time. So little context. I'm at the beach in the beautiful island of Saint Lucia. This is the flag. I don't know if I'm gonna do an edit, but if I do an edit, I'm gonna put the flag here. And yeah, why am I here? That's the question that you're all have been asking yourself. Because if you know me, you know that I hate not that I hate, but it's not my type to go on a vacation somewhere I don't know. Even though I love it, like it's just that money wise, organization wise, etc. Like I'm very much going to the same countries over and over again, like my country, the country of my parents, the country where I immigrated to. So usually like it's the same route that I do. But now I'm visiting a sister island in the Caribbean. So we're here at St. Lucia at Rodney Bay, which is very touristic, but you know. So initially my plan was to stay for 3 days, to arrive on Friday night and to leave on Sunday night. It's not even 3 days, it's like 2 days. Because I had an appointment that I had to do either in Saint Lucia, either in Canada, either in France. So I choose the easiest way. What I thought was the easiest way. Oh, sorry. What I thought was the easiest way, and what I did, yeah, is that I booked the appointment for Friday at 3:30 p.m. while my boat arrived there at 2:45. My boat was supposed to arrive there at 2:45. So now that we added some context, so the appointment that I had to take was for my immigration in Canada. It's like biometric print for the government to register my biometric print, my fingerprints. Yeah, like I know it's very. I'm selling my soul to the government of Canada. I know, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Um. So yeah, I'm. Let's say that I sent my application and I paid the very big fees. I paid the very big fees on November. And when you send your application, then you just have to wait for them to ask you to do the biometric enrollment, like the fingerprint. And once they ask you, you have 30 days to make it. So I knew that it was going to happen because I sent it on November, and then I went to Guadeloupe on end of December for 3 months. So I knew that like it was very high chances that I had to do my enrollment print, my fingerprints, during my vacation in Guadeloupe. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna stay in Canada in the winter just for that. No, like there's limit to what I can handle. So I went to Guadeloupe and all. And last week, not even last week, yeah, last week, I received the letters that was asking me to little point of view. By the way, it's a t-shirt that I bought the weekend. So call out my name. I bought it here. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I received the letter last week. So I was like, okay, let's put the work in action. And it's important to mention that my best friend is coming to Guadeloupe next week. So I didn't want to wait too much because I didn't want to go at the same time that he will be here. And then I didn't want to wait another like 2 weeks because then I would have like a shorter time to do it and I don't want the stress. So I was like, you know what? Action reaction. Let's go. So I found I find that the boat was going to Saint Lucia on from Guadeloupe to Saint Lucia on Friday, Sunday, and Tuesdays. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it tomorrow, like on last Friday. It arrived at 2:45 p.m. My appointment is at the last appointment available is at 3:30 at the same day. I'm like, it's gonna work, you know. Like for me, boat is very easy. You know, you get out, you just take a taxi, and you get there. I thought, wait. So I booked Airbnb for 2 nights, for like Friday night, Saturday night, thinking that I was leaving on Sunday. Spoiler alert, it's now Monday afternoon and I'm still in Saint Lucia. But so um, I don't know if I should tell you about the boat ride. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about it. So Friday morning, 7:30 p.m. A.m. Sorry, my parents dropped me at the port in Pointe-à-Pitre in Guadeloupe for me to take the boat to Saint-Lucia. Everything is very smooth. Like we leave on time. I took the boat several times, and for me, I don't have. I thought that I wasn't seasick. I thought. I thought. So like the boat left the port. I was like playing chess on my phone. Then I started to feel like a little bit dizzy. But the game of chess was happening, and it was online, so I could quit, but like that would make me lose points. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna finish it, and then I'm gonna rest my eyes. So I'm finishing it. I'm focusing on it. I turn off my phone. I close my eyes a bit, and then, bitch, I started to feel my body shaking. Like I started to feel my stomach in my head, my brain in my foot in my hands, my hurt in my. I was gonna say chest, but no, my hurt in my. I don't know, my hurt in my brain, like whatever, whatever. I was starting to feel sick. I was like focusing on not throwing up. Um, and it was like only 15 minutes after leaving the port. So like it was 7:45. Keep that in mind. So like a bitch has to do what they gotta do. I I got up, and you know how I like to stay classy no matter what circumstances. Like just imagine that I was in the boat with like a black shirt, cool pants, like sneakers and all, like trying to look elegant. And I stood up, then I went outside, and I was like taking some breath of air. So I was like, okay, everything is fine, everything is fine. Then I started to be cold because there was a lot of wind. So I got back at my seat. I sat on my seat, and then the minute I sat, I stood up. I walked to the bathroom, and I didn't even know where to look. And I was so thirsty, I didn't have water. I was like, damn, do I buy water first? Do I go to the bathroom? I was like focusing on not throwing up. Next thing you know, I go to the bathroom. Like I start to like I'm on the floor. I'm trying to throw up. I can't throw up. I'm like I'm sweating. The boat is shaking. So like the bathroom is very small. So like my hands is knocking on the walls. And I'm like, fuck, this is hell. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, I finally throw up. I'm like, I, I recollect my thoughts. I recollect my body. I'm like, okay, I feel better. I went to buy some water. I drank some water. I went to my seat, and I closed my eyes. Little side notes: the boat from Guadeloupe to Saint Lucia have three stops. First stop from Guadeloupe to Dominica. Second stop to Dominica from Martinique, and last stop from Martinique to Saint Lucia. Okay, and each distance is like between 1 hour and 30 minutes and 2 hours. Okay, so it's in total like 6, 7 hours. So I close my eyes at like 7:55, 8 after I do, after I throw up and I drink water. I close my eyes. I fall asleep. I feel good. I'm in my sleep. I'm even dreaming in the sleep. And I open my eyes. What do I see? We almost arrived at Dominica. I'm like, oh, fab. I look at the time. What time is it? It's 8:30. I'm like, damn. Like, it's actually very fast. It's like 1 hour. I thought it was gonna be 2 hours. Like, in my head, I was like, oh, I only slept 30 minutes. Okay, fab. No, 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 no. Remember this information is very important. So, what do I do? Nothing. I do nothing. I go outside. I take pictures of Dominica from the boat. In my head, it's 8:30 a.m. I'm like, oh, we're so much in advance. Then the boat leaves the port of Dominica early on schedule, like almost 1 hour early on schedule. So I'm like, damn, that's not nice for the people who thought like who were arriving late. Maybe so, but I was like, oh, maybe they didn't sell any tickets. So I'm like, there must be an explanation of that. Okay, a little side note, little Saint Lucia advertisement. Okay, now I feel dizzy again. No. Okay, so I We arrive at Dominica. It's 8:30 a.m. I'm like, oh, it's very fast. We leave early. As soon as we leave, I was feeling good when we left. I was feeling good, and then the captain of the boat said something like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we have to do a little maneuver because we got stuck in something." And the maneuver was like pivoting 2 times the boat on itself. So we were like, that was horrible. Like it was going everywhere. The waves were throwing us, sorry, from left to right, from up to down. And then I started to feel sick again. So after that, the boat keep his route. I'm feeling sick again. Now it was very easier than first time. I stood up, I went to the bathroom, and as soon as I opened the bathroom, brrr, like in the toilet, it was very fast, very efficient, like action reaction, throwing up. Whew, I feel better. Little bit of water, rinsing my mouth, I get back on my seat and what? I fall asleep. I open my eyes where we are. We arrived at Martinique. I'm like, fab. And we're so early on schedule. I'm like, damn, if it's like that all day, I'm gonna be so good for my appointment. I'm not gonna be late at all. So, then the boat leaves. The boat yeah, the boat leaves Martinique. Um, I'm like, oh, from now on it can only be good because I don't even have nothing to throw up anymore, so I'm not gonna be sick. That was all a lie. That was all a fucking lie. The boat leaves. Um, I feel like we don't say leaves, but maybe we do. Anyway, the boat leaves. Uh, Maybe 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm starting to sweat. When I tell you I'm sweating. And mind you, like I wasn't even using my phone from the beginning. I was like, I'm not gonna use my phone because it's gonna make me feel dizzy. I'm sweating my life. I'm shaking. I feel bad. Like my stomach is hurting so much. I try to go to the bathroom to throw up. I have nothing to throw up, so I'm just like in silence, like just like, and I don't, and my breath is taken. I Anyway, that was horrible. Like I'm sweating. I'm in the bathroom. I stayed in the bathroom. Like I was almost lying on the floor in the bathroom. I was like, damn, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the travel here because I'm not gonna go see it and come back every time. So I'm just gonna stay here. Then like I started to be hot. I started to sweat. I was like, no, I cannot stay here. I got up. I like the trash can of the bathroom was empty, so I took the bag that was there, the little bag, in case I was going to throw up. I went outside of the boat, like on the patio. I sat like on the floor. I wasn't even caring about anything at that time. Even there's a woman that was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yes, yes, yes, I am." Like she knew I wasn't. So I sat on the patio of the boat, and I was sweating so much, and the wind was so high. Like I was starting to feel sick, but in another way. Like starting to feel cold, and I was thirsty. My bottle of water wasn't with me, so I got up. I went to my seat. I was sponging all the sweats with my towel. I was drinking water. I was taking like some brief relaxation, and I fell asleep. But I don't think I fell asleep. I think I passed out because I feel like my body just was like, okay, we're not gonna leave that. We're just gonna turn the system. What does Beyonce say? The DJ booth has conducted a troubleshoot test of the entire system. Yeah, that was very bad. Because like it wasn't me falling asleep. It was me pretty much losing consciousness. I think so, and thank God I did because next thing I know, I hear a voice in the speaker. I open my eyes. I feel so dizzy. I'm sweating. I have my towels on me. What do I see? We arrive at Saint-Lucia, and I'm like, okay, it wasn't that bad. It was that bad, but I was like, okay, mood. I look at the time, what time it is. It is 1:50 p.m. I have like 1 hour and 30 minutes to get to my appointment. I'm so fucking happy. I'm relieved. taking my time to get out of the boat. I'm taking pictures. I'm making Instagram stories. I'm talking to people. I'm letting everyone go before me. I'm like, oui, oui, allez-y, madame, allez-y. I don't care. I'm like, oh, I'm the king of the world. I'm gonna arrive to my appointment. Everything is so fab. So we get we get off the boat. I'm the last in line because I was doing all my chimère. I don't know how we say that. My magie, my chimère, my whatever, whatever. Um, and I'm on the line to the custom. There was like two lines of custom, one to verify the paper and one to verify the bags. So at the first line, it's very, very slow. When I tell you it's slow, like I got off the boat at 2:30 at sorry 2 yeah at 1:50 2 p.m. and I was still at the end of the line at 2:30. Like it wasn't going very fast. It was going very slow. So I wave at a young lady that worked there. I don't know if she was young. Like she was just a beautiful lady. I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry to ask that, but I have a appointment to catch at like 3:30. Is there a way that I can pass in priority? No, 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 no. And you know, there was like a lot of noise, a lot of people, and she's like, oh yeah, but like you should have said earlier, like yes, yes, come. So she made me pass very fast at the first line, and she was like looking very confused. Like she was really like, but like, why you didn't speak first? Like, oh my god, no, 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 yes, go fast, go fast. I'm like, oh, it's okay. I have like 45 minutes, you know, but thank you, no, 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 no. I arrived at the second line. The time was still passing by. I look at my watch. It's like 2:50, 2:50, 2:55. Um, it's very slow. 10 minutes pass. It's like 3 and 5 minutes, and it takes me 30 minutes to go from the port to the appointment. So I'm starting to stress, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to miss the appointment. Like I cannot stay until Monday. So I call the office of immigration, and it's like 3:10 p.m. I call them and I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna be like a little bit late. I'm still at the port, but I'm coming right away. Like I'm gonna take a taxi. No, 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 no. My appointment is at 3:30. So I'm gonna be there even if I arrive like 10 minutes late. I'm really sorry. No, 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 no. What does the woman say? She's like, sir, it's 4 p.m. and 10 minutes. Everybody's gone. The office is closed. I'm like, no, it's not. It's like 3 and 10 minutes. What are you talking about? You know, I'm just being confused. I'm like, oh, is it a joke? Like, oh, no, no, stop it. It's like 3:10 p.m. I look around. I don't see any clock. I ask like some people. I'm like, excuse me, what time it is? Like, oh, it's 4 p.m. and 10 minutes. I'm like, oh. Then I back at the phone with the woman. I'm like, and it's closed tomorrow, right? She said yes, and Sunday too. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. Have a good day. I'm hanging up. And at that point, I was just accepting my fate. You know, I missed my appointment. I was just grateful to be alive after that boat ride. I was like, okay, but anyway, I wasn't gonna take the boat to come back. So I was gonna try to look at the plane or something. So even swim if I have to. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find a way. No, 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 no. Long story short, there's no easy way to come back to Guadeloupe if it's not the boat. And the next boat was on Wednesday. And today is Monday. And I had to pay for free extra hotel night, I'm sorry. Which wasn't, because the whole point of that is like to not pay any lot of money because I'm broke. But that's why I didn't go to France or to Canada and I came here. So here I am, you know, for being forced to take some vacation in Saint-Lucia. Look at how sad I am. I'm crying. And you know, from that moment, I was just like, you know what? It's my fault. I took the risk. The risk didn't pay this time. I know in life I take a lot of risk. I take a lot of bets, and a lot of time it pays. Sometimes it doesn't. It's life. So here I am in Saint Lucia. So, oh, I didn't even tell you what happened in the boat. Is that during my first sleep, after my first throwing up, you know, like from Guadeloupe to Dominica, after we left, after I threw up after I fell asleep. During my sleep, I don't know what demons, I don't know what shaitan, I don't know what sukunya took over my phone. I don't know what dolis, I don't know what evil spirit in the name of Jesus Christ, little Jesus Christ, the 112. I don't know who, I don't know what happened, but my phone just got back on the time of Canada. And mind you, my Canadian number is not even on my phone, it's my number from Guadeloupe. And all the time I thought that I was 1 hour earlier. And that's why I was doing I was taking my time. I was feeling like the king of the world. I was like, I'm gonna have so much time to, and like when you have a risky plan and it pays off, that's how I was feeling. I was like, oh, I'm never listening to my dad ever again. He thought that I couldn't do it. He thought that I would be late. No, I will be on time. I wasn't on time. I was late. I was very late. So, and if I saw the time, because like my mother was like, but anyway, you wouldn't have got your appointment. But I think I would, like, if I knew that I had 45 minutes to get there, bitch, I'm getting in the front line. I'm simulating like me passing out, whatever you want, but I'm, I'm passing up, and I'm alone. I don't have bags. Like, it would be very, very easy. I have my appointment proof. I would be like, please, 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 and taxi, no, 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 no. But I was just feeling like the king of the world. Like my plan was perfect. I was like, oh, ha, 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 ha. I'm so smart. This is such a nice plan. No, 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 no. So here I am. And the twist of the story is that because my appointment is tomorrow on Tuesday morning. So I hope it's gonna go well, because if I have to leave the island and I didn't do my appointment and I have to go to Canada, that's gonna be a problem. But I'm sure that it's not gonna happen. I believe in God. Speaking of God and the universe, yes, I missed my appointment. Yes, I had to pay for free extra hotel nights. And yes, I have to go a little bit deeper in my budget, but I met. You remember the last video I did? I don't know if you do, but I was like, oh, 2025, I'm ready to meet people. I'm ready to open my heart. I'm ready to open my mind to people. No, 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 no. I'm not staying in the corner of like the party anymore. I'm talking to people. I'm discovering people. Even if it has to go through, even if I have to go through small talk and, like meaningless meeting at some point, but I'm meeting people. I'm talking with people. I'm connecting with people. And damn, like the universe is so big. The universe is so well done. Yeah. So all that to say that life happens, and you know sometimes you have to shuffle the cards to have a new hand. You cannot rely on the same hand and expect to win over and over again. You have to throw the cards, to shuffle the deck, and to pick some new cards. Maybe you're gonna have two joker. Maybe you're gonna have like the lowest cards, the most meaningless cards, but maybe not. So I don't know if the former of this vlog is gonna be of this vlog is gonna be like the 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 raw video, or like if I'm gonna edit it, I'm gonna add some videos that I have. I'm gonna add some things, I don't know. All the people in Canada in the winter dealing with like seasonal depression and all. I've been through that for the past 8 years. This year I allowed myself to not go through that. So I'm very optimist, and I can't wait for you to be able to not go through that too. Um, it's gonna come. Like, it takes time, but when the timing is there, the timing is there. I'm also working on, I don't know, friends, like doing some touristic, immersive experiences. I don't know. There's so much possibility, and that's scary, but that's also, exciting. I had time to work on my new DJ set that's gonna come out soon, I hope. I had time to dig into the formations that I want to become a professor or a special educator. So I think 30 minutes is a very good size for a video. I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna do another one soon about my experience in Saint-Lucia, more in more details. Okay.